Gold has just closed the week with a bearish pin bar, but this is exactly where most traders get trapped before the next major move. Right now, smart money is already positioning while retail traders are still reacting. In this breakdown, I'll show you what's really driving gold and the key levels you need to watch this week. If you trade gold seriously, stay until the end. This is how you stay ahead of the market. Macro outlook. 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the weekly chart. The DXY remains in a long-term uptrend after breaking above the 96 to 100 consolidation range, with the outlook pointing to stronger upside momentum in the coming period. The DXY ended the week with a bullish candle. Price pulled back to retest the 100 to 103.3 support zone, the previous breakout area, and is still trading above this support, indicating buying interest around this zone. But here's what most traders are missing. Most traders are focused only on gold, while the real signal is coming from the US dollar. As long as buyers continue defending this support, the odds still favor another push higher. For next week, we expect the DXY to retest the 101.5 resistance level. A brief pullback may follow before buyers attempt another breakout towards 104 and potentially higher. On the daily chart, the DXY remains in a clear uptrend, continuing to print higher highs and higher lows. Toward the end of the week, price successfully retested the 100.3 support zone and the ascending trend line before rebounding with a strong bullish pin bar. This suggests buyers absorbed the selling pressure and kept the broader bullish structure intact. Price is also beginning to form a potential double bottom reversal pattern, provided it can secure a daily close above 101. We expect the DXY to retest resistance around 101 before challenging the key 101.5 resistance level. Everything now comes down to one key level, DXY 101.5. If buyers can secure a confirmed breakout above this resistance, it could open the door towards 104, putting renewed downside pressure on gold. We accurately anticipated the early bullish move in the DXY from the very first bullish H1 candles. That signal later developed into a strong rally, driving gold down from the 4750 region towards the 3900 support zone. DXY remains bullish. However, if DXY struggles to break above 101.5, gold could still experience short-term rebound rallies. Here's the catch. DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is where gold reacts first, but geopolitics remains the deeper force behind gold. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitics remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. A temporary ceasefire involving the US, Israel, and Iran remains in place. However, the situation remains fragile, and any renewed escalation could provide temporary support for gold through safe haven demand. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no concrete resolution has been reached. Geopolitical tensions continued to provide a long-term floor for gold, but for now, they are not strong enough to outweigh the short-term pressure from a stronger US dollar and institutional selling. Now let's look behind the charts at the institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. This is where the next major move often begins. While retail traders often react to price action, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. SPDR Gold Trust added just 1 ton of gold last week, but the real story isn't the net increase, it's the buying and selling behind it. After accumulating 4.5 tons, they later reduced their holdings by 3.5 tons.
That suggests institutional investors may already be positioning for a deeper correction in gold prices, especially if the DXY continues to strengthen. When institutional capital starts rotating at this scale, the market is usually preparing for a larger move. This shift is not random. It's driven by a clear alignment of dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional expectations. Macro is setting the stage, but the real confirmation comes from price. Let's go into the charts. Gold technical analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's analysis and executed the sell setup around 4,200 and buy setup around 4,030 region. Those positions are now delivering more than 2,700 pips so far. We also highlighted the major resistance zone around 5,000 well before the market reacted. Many of these high probability levels were shared in advance with our Telegram community before the move even started. We also tracked the market in real time, focusing only on the moves that actually matter. Let's break down the charts across multiple timeframes: weekly, daily, and H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really telling us. Starting with the weekly timeframe, gold remains within a bearish channel with lower highs and lower lows. Gold closed the week with a bearish pin bar, but buying interest around the 4,000 support zone helped push prices higher. Over the past 3 weeks, gold has mainly consolidated sideways between 3,900 and 4,200 region, with bullish rejection pin bars forming around the 3,900-4,000 support zone. This support zone has held since November of 2025 and continues to provide strong buying interest. For next week, gold is expected to continue consolidating between 3,900 and 4,200, awaiting further signals from the DXY.
Alternatively, if price breaks above 4,200, gold could retest the 4,300-4,400 resistance zone before weakening again as the DXY recovers. Since the DXY is likely to recover, gold may retest the 3,900 support zone before rebounding if the dollar later pulls back. If 3,900 finally breaks, many buyers trapped over the past several months may be forced to exit, which could accelerate selling toward 3,500 before a meaningful recovery begins. One important point to note is that there is no major weekly support between 3,500 and 3,900. The 3,500 support zone is significant because price consolidated there for more than 4 months before breaking out higher. This bearish scenario would become more likely if the DXY breaks above 101.5 and rallies strongly toward 104.
Moving down to the daily, the clearest window into gold's next move. Gold remains in a bearish structure, with price trading below the descending trend line. However, price is approaching the strong 3,900-4,000 support zone, where buying interest remains relatively strong. If gold can break above the descending trend line, it could recover towards 4,200 and potentially extend towards the 4,300 resistance zone. That said, because the DXY is likely to recover in the coming sessions, price may gradually decline to retest support around 4,000 or even 3,900 before attempting another rebound. If price closes below 3,900, gold could decline towards 3,700 and potentially lower before recovering. Let's move to the H4 chart. This is where things become interesting. Gold is consolidating within a descending triangle with lower highs and higher lows. Price has touched the descending trend line and weakened, but when it touched the ascending trend line, it rebounded strongly. This suggests buyers are gradually absorbing selling pressure and bearish momentum may be weakening. Gold may retest the descending trend line around 4,130 to 4,150, then weaken again towards 4,000 support or possibly even deeper before recovering. If price breaks above the descending trend line and closes above 4,150, gold could continue rising towards 4,200 resistance. If 4,200 is broken, price may retest the strong 4,250-4,300 resistance zone before potentially declining again. Overall outlook: as long as the DXY holds above the key 100 support level, our preferred scenario remains bearish for gold. The battle this week comes down to two key levels: DXY 101.5 and gold 3,900. Whichever breaks first is likely to determine the market's next major move. Now here's what most traders wait for, the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead.
Trading plan, July 13 to 17, 2026. First sell zone, 4330 to 4400. Weekly resistance, round number, major resistance zone. Stop loss, 4403. First target, 4300 to 4200. Extended target, 4100 to 3500. Second sell zone, 4240 to 4300. Daily resistance, high probability reaction zone. Stop loss, 4303. First target, 4200 to 4150. Extended target, 4100 to 3500. Third sell zone, 4140 to 4200. Nearest H4 resistance, round number. Stop loss, 4203. First target, 4100 to 4050. Extended target, 4000 to 3500. Pro tip: false breakout, wait for the retest before re-entering. Always adjust stop-loss levels based on your own risk management. Despite the bearish outlook, strong rebound rallies remain possible if gold reaches major support zones and DXY struggles to break above 101.5. First buy zone, 3,900 to 3,955. Major weekly support, discounted price. Stop loss, 3890. First target, 4,000 to 4,100. Extended target, 4,200 to 4,400. Second buy zone, 4,000 to 4,055. Daily support, round number, high probability reaction zone. Stop loss, 3990 or 3890 depending on your risk management. First target, 4,100 to 4,150. Extended target, 4,200 to 4,400. We update our gold market outlook and key price levels every day inside our Telegram community before the market reacts. If you're serious about treating gold, you'll find the link below. Stay disciplined, manage your risk, and I'll see you in the next market update.